Let me tell you something uncomfortable. Money doesn't punish ignorance immediately, but it punishes arrogance with brutal precision. And the problem is, arrogance doesn't feel dangerous when you have it. It feels like confidence. It feels like intelligence. It feels like victory. I know this because I lived through it. There was a day when I realized something that most people never understand until it's too late. The market doesn't destroy the poorest people, it destroys the most confident ones. Most people watching this video are not arrogant. You're careful, you save money, you worry about the future, you're not the problem. The real danger begins the moment success arrives, because success whispers a very seductive lie. It tells you you're different, you understand something others don't, you've figured out the game. And when that voice becomes loud enough, you stop listening to reality. That's exactly what happened to me. And by the time I realized it, the bill had already arrived. Today, I want to show you the exact moment arrogance starts growing inside a person who deals with money. It doesn't appear suddenly, it grows quietly. If you understand the warning signs, you can avoid what I went through. By the end of this video, you'll understand three things: why arrogance is invisible when it starts, why success actually increases your risk, and how to protect yourself from becoming the victim of your own confidence. Let me explain the lessons I learned the hard way. Here's the first thing arrogance does: it makes you stop hearing warnings. When I started succeeding in the markets, I received advice, criticism, and skepticism from many directions. At first, I listened carefully, but then something changed. Success started speaking louder than caution. When profits are rising, criticism sounds like jealousy. When things are working, warnings feel unnecessary. So, slowly, I stopped listening, not because I wanted to be reckless, but because success made me comfortable. And comfort is where arrogance begins. Takeaway for you: if you stop hearing criticism, you're not getting smarter, you're becoming isolated. And isolation is dangerous when money is involved. Let me tell you something that may surprise you. Criticism never destroyed me, praise did. When everyone around you starts saying you're brilliant, you begin to believe it. And once that belief settles in your mind, something subtle happens. You stop double checking your decisions. You stop questioning your assumptions. You stop protecting yourself. Because why would a genius need protection? But markets don't care about genius, they care about discipline. Takeaway for you: the moment everyone agrees with you, that's the moment you should become the most cautious. Agreement feels good, but disagreement keeps you alive. When arrogance grows, risk stops feeling dangerous. It starts feeling exciting. At first, you take risks carefully. You calculate, you plan, you think about consequences. But when success piles up, something shifts. Risk becomes thrilling. You start chasing bigger wins not because you need them, but because they feel exciting. That's when the line between strategy and gambling begins to disappear. I didn't notice the moment that line disappeared, but when it did, the consequences were already moving toward me. Takeaway for you: if risk starts feeling entertaining instead of uncomfortable, you're already in trouble. Arrogance eventually leads to the most dangerous thought a person can have. This rule doesn't apply to me. It's a quiet thought. You don't say it out loud, but it changes your behavior. You start believing that your intelligence, your network, or your influence protects you. But markets are the most democratic force in the world. They don't care who you are, they don't care how famous you are, they don't care how confident you are. They only care about one thing: reality. And reality has no patience for arrogance. Takeaway for you: the moment you believe you're an exception, you're preparing for a lesson. People think arrogance destroys money first. That's not true. Arrogance destroys reputation first. And reputation is the invisible currency behind every fortune. Once people stop trusting you, numbers stop meaning anything. You can rebuild capital, but rebuilding trust is much harder. I learned that painfully because wealth can disappear quickly, but reputation lingers long after the money is gone. Takeaway for you: protect your credibility more than your profits. Money follows trust. Trust rarely follows money. Let me break a few myths people believe about wealth. Myth 1: confidence creates success. No, discipline creates success. Confidence simply shows up afterward. Myth 2: smart people avoid big mistakes. Wrong. Smart people often make bigger mistakes because their intelligence convinces them they can't be wrong. Myth 3: the market rewards boldness. No, the market rewards survival, and survival requires humility. If you want to protect yourself from arrogance, remember this simple framework: LISTEN. L, look for criticism. If nobody disagrees with you, you're missing something. I, increase caution after success. Good results should make you slower, not faster. S, separate confidence from ego. Confidence says, I can. Ego says, I can't be wrong. T, test your assumptions. Always ask, what if I'm wrong? E, exit when risk feels easy. Comfort is often the final warning. N, never believe you're special. The market treats everyone equally. The day I realized money doesn't forgive arrogance was the day I understood the real nature of wealth. Money rewards patience, it rewards discipline, it rewards humility, but arrogance is a debt that eventually gets collected. If you remember one thing from me, remember this: the moment you feel unbeatable, you are closest to defeat. If you want more hard lessons about money, discipline, and survival without the sugar coating, subscribe and don't miss the next video. Because in the markets, experience is expensive, and learning from someone else's mistakes is the cheapest education you'll ever get.